Hello, my beautiful Libras. I have to tell you, this reading here, I had shuffled the cards in front of the screen, laid them out like I normally do, and I did this whole reading and I titled it Virgo. So I hadn't changed the name on my weekly forecast. So, like a big dummy, I had to change it, and I was given the download message from my guides and spirit that this was for you. These cards were meant for you. So this is why you're not seeing me shuffle. I left them on the table as they were because I should have been doing Libra and not Virgo. Virgo's already out there. Okay, here we go. So starting off, this is what you got. You got leap forward, and that was from your download message. So something's going to happen here because you do have the death card, and that's rebirth. You're moving forward, and the Six of Swords comes up twice. You're leaving a situation that wasn't really fulfilling you, and now you're able to be free and go after what you want. But I love the word forward. Okay, it didn't say leap backwards. It said leap forward. So this is a good move for you. And I think you're going to feel joy again in your life if you've not been feeling that way lately. A key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling during both the hard and the easy times, right? And the good times. Keep surrendering to more joy. So, in the perfect world, we wouldn't be unhappy. We wouldn't have sadness. We wouldn't have regret and sorrow and lack and loss or any of those things. But we wouldn't learn lessons from those to keep growing and expanding. So this is going to be a week, I think, where you're going to see some major, major changes. Because when we see the Six of Swords coming in, not only once, but twice, it's telling us that we are leaving a situation that was unfulfilling, that wasn't bringing us to our greater joy, that wasn't giving us the return for the efforts that we had perhaps been indulging and doing into it. Because also with this comes in, it comes in with the Ten of Wands, which talks about exactly that. Taking on a lot of work, not getting rewards for the efforts you're making, and at the end of the day, you just say, you know what, I'm out of here. I'm not going to be the beast of burden anymore and get used and abused and taken advantage of and not being, getting the return for my efforts. So let's see what we have. Well, like I said, you've got the Six of Swords twice. So you're definitely leaving a situation that wasn't working out for you. So we call this, leaving troubled waters and going to calmer shores. The Knight of Pentacles is telling us that you're going to plan your move carefully. Yes, you throw a boat in the water, you're going to find a wave or a storm come up, but you're not going to be in the midst of the worst of it like you've been in the past. The Knight of Pentacles says you've learned those lessons and you are articulately, creatively, and accurately planning your moves to move forward in a new direction, one that's going to bring you more joy, one that will be an actual leap forward for you. So the Knight of Pentacles, as we know, is the slowest energy in the deck. And, this particular card says plan your moves. Don't make that way. You're not going to make mistakes. You're not going to rush in and accept proposals or offers or options that you have on your table here to make mistakes with. You're going to be able to move forward clearly and concisely with whatever those choices and decisions are. Okay, so you're definitely leaving something behind, something that wasn't working out for you. Now, like I say, it could have been a friendship, a relationship, an unfulfilling job, a location around you. You're changing things. You want things to get better. Now, coming in next, you have the Ten of Wands, like I said, being the beast of burden, taking on all the work, perhaps putting all the effort into a relationship and a one-sided relationship. It could be anything. But you're not going to be that beast of burden anymore. You're not going to take on that extra load because it totally, totally depleted your energy and your demeanor. And now you just said, you know what, I'm out of here. This is the end of this situation. I'm going to make things lighter and easier and better for me. Now, the Four of Cups is you could be thinking, why did it have to happen to begin with? The Five of Cups, rather, not the Four. The Five of Cups is all about crying over spilt milk, losing ourselves in our past thoughts, thinking, why did that have to happen? And why weren't things different? And we lose ourselves in that act of gloom and doom and sometimes victimize ourselves. So this is a time where, Libra, you have to realize that this is a time for you to let those thoughts go. We can't change the past. We need to, and don't drag it into your present. We need to move forward. And that's what you're doing here. You need to move forward. And this word forward to me is so important. Okay. It's not a leap backwards. It's a leap forward. Let those thoughts go because you've learned from the lessons and now you've got a great chance to go after something new. Now, the Eight of Wands comes in with the Emperor, and we know the Emperor is logical and organized and often can be someone who is around you that has a fatherly aspect about them. But I do think that you're taking the seat of power now. You've come into your own, and you need to be You need to be joyful about that. The Eight of Wands says, if you've been slow for a while, get ready because you're going to hit the ground boots on ground running. This is a card that says there's going to be some quick energy coming into you. You could be hearing about something fast that you have to act on, but you're going to plan your move. You're not going to jump in there and go real fast. Okay. You're going to be organized and logical. So this is a card of fast moving action. Maybe you're going to have a lot of contacts, a lot of people coming in, a lot of customers, a lot of phone calls, a lot of texts, a lot of people around you, maybe. But you're definitely going to be busy. Now, some people read this Eight of Wands as the Wands of Cupid. So there could be something coming in very quickly there for some of you. You could be meeting somebody new. Now, the Death card. And I like the Death card because the Death card is not just endings and new beginnings. It's rebirth. We get that opportunity to go in this new direction. We get that opportunity to close that door, and not just close it. We're going to yank it shut and slam it. So Libra, you're going to be closing that door and saying, oh, I'm out of here. This is so much better for me. A new beginning. Whatever it is you're leaving behind, you're going to find the future, and this leap forward is going to bring you more joy than you ever imagined. So you're making some changes here, my beautiful, beautiful Libras. And I think, you've looked back with hindsight here at things that weren't working out for you. And, you've worked hard for where you've come today. And you deserve to have a new beginning. You deserve to be respected. You deserve to have the rewards and the return for your efforts, blood, sweat, and tears you've been putting into some situation. But you're going to plan your moves. You're going to now be able to be in charge. And we've talked about this before with you, Libras, where I almost thought that, perhaps you're taking on the job or a job of the employer now, or you're going to be opening your own business, or you're the boss. You're in the seat of power. You're in control. That's what I always think about with the Emperor. And it's going to be a better move for you. It's changing things around. Maybe you're getting a new job description. Maybe it's your own business, but you're going to be in more control now. Okay, coming in next, we have that Hermit, and we have the Four of Pentacles. So you might have been, you might have thought about something for a very long time, ruminated, and considered something. With the Hermit isolates himself. He takes himself to that space and place and time where he gets time to think, meditate. Okay, manifest what he wants. He's not the magician, but he does think on those terms. So I think that, you might have taken yourself aside. You've thought long and hard about a situation here. You didn't rush into this without thinking about it. And this is going to be a really good new direction for you to go, my beautiful Libras. Now, the Hermit often considers speaking to those of authority or those that have the same passion as he does, and seeking out, mentors and things like that. But he's learning his lessons, and he has that ability. Now, the thing about this is, Libra, you have the ability to sit in the seat of power and be your own boss, or maybe, be a head of a team at work. The Hermit has the ability to light the path for other people as well. So this could be a situation here where you've thought about this for a long time, and now you're able to move forward in a new direction. The Four of Pentacles is a varied reading here. The Four of Pentacles is usually holding on. How are you holding on to the energy around you, holding on to situations, relationships, things that, you've been hanging on to stubbornly, you're afraid to let go of. Often it's hard to step out of our comfort zone, right? When something new comes up, it frightens us, and we go, oh, I'd rather be here, the devil I know, than the one I don't, right? But this Four of Pentacles says you need to just loosen up a little. You may be wanting to treat yourself to some little nicety, some little gift. And that's okay. But there are others that might get excited and say, oh, I want to buy that new car or that new big ticket item. And then you go, you know what? I better think about this. I better not rush into this, because when it's gone, it's gone. So also, you could be isolating yourself, or you could be getting out there and giving 150% of yourself. So be careful. If you're giving, you could you could be overexerting yourself, right? This is what happened with the Ten of Wands, and you started to resent all that you were taken advantage of, pushed, and had to work so hard. And now you've pulled back, and you've realized that, no, I'm not going to do that anymore. I want to be happy here. I want to surrender to joy now. This is a new leap forward for you, my beautiful Libras, so embrace it. Well, this is your general forecast for this week, and I wish you a great remainder to today and a beautiful, optimistic week to look forward to. And know, my beautiful Libras, I always send you lots of love and many blessings, and I'll see you soon.